You can hurt me, but you can't break me. Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides. Just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes? Shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard. 'Cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness. But still, like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. A black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise. I rise. I rise. On the Threshold of Spring by Hae-In Lee. Just as green barley grows, even beneath the white snow, amidst all the pains of life, green barley has been growing, little by little, in my heart. On the branches of the plum tree, itching all over with the urge to bloom. In the light footsteps and long tail of the magpie wandering. In my garden since morning, spring is on the move. Listening to the sound of flowing water in the crevices of my heart's rocks, where the remaining snow has yet to melt, on this spring morning where I rise along with the rising spring. The world where I live and the people whom I see all feel so new and precious that the flower buds of gratitude are bursting into bloom. Spring was hidden even in winter, nurturing me all along.
The broadest yet loneliest back in the world. Back to back with my father by Jeong-Hee. Now, leaning my back against my father's back, I close my eyes for a moment. The warmth radiating from his back has always been the warmest gift I received in this world. On the path where he carried me, on his back in my childhood, that broad and reliable back was the first nation of my life, and the only wall I could ever lean on. Now, his back has grown bent and small. I gently rest my back against it. As the joints of his bones touch my spine, I finally feel the weight he has endured all his life. Without a word, my father quietly pushes my back forward. Whenever I must set off on a long journey, I must walk alone, a cold and lonely road. When I lean my back against my father's, all the cold in the world melts away like snow. And once again, like a little child, I fall peacefully asleep within the warmth of his body.
Everyone is alone. In the Mist, Hermann Hesse. How strange it is to wander in the mist. Each bush and stone is all alone. No tree can see the other near. Everyone is alone. When the world was full of light, my world was full of friends. But now, as the mist descends, not a single soul is in sight. Truly wise is no one, except the one who knows the darkness, quiet and bound, that separates them inevitably from each and everything around. How strange it is to wander in the mist. To live is to be lonely. No one knows the other, you see. Everyone is alone.
A story every child needs to hear. I Thought It Was Okay for Mom by Shim Soon-Deok. I thought it was okay for Mom. Even if she worked herself to death in the fields all day long. I thought it was okay for Mom to sit in a corner of the kitchen, rushing through lunch with a lump of cold leftover rice. I thought it was okay for Mom to wash clothes in the freezing stream, beating them with a wooden club with her bare hands in the dead of winter. I thought it was okay for Mom to starve after feeding the whole family, saying, "I'm full, I'm not hungry." I thought it was okay for Mom, even when the skin on her heels cracked and bled. I thought it was okay for Mom, even when her fingernails were worn down so short they couldn't even be clipped. I thought it was okay for Mom to remain unshakable even when Father got angry and the children caused her nothing but heartache. I thought it was okay for Mom. I miss my mother. I miss my mother. I believed those words were nothing more than empty sighs. Ever since I woke in the dead of night and saw my mother huddled in a corner, weeping in endless muffled sobs. A mother was never supposed to be like that.
At the Winter River by Jeong-Hee. I shall become a reed that does not waver. Even when snowstorms lash the winter riverbanks. Even when my body collapses, shivering in the blizzard, I shall become a reed that does not waver. Though the birds fly away and never return, and the river flows on without a sob, I will ultimately become a reed that does not waver, becoming a reed that rises whenever it falls. I will cry out in echoes when the green mountain shouts.
To everyone trying to be perfect. Wild Geese by Mary Oliver. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things.
The silent love hidden behind a father's back. My Father by Pablo Neruda. My father was a railwayman. His world was the rain, the cold, the smoke, the black iron of the engine, the signals, and the heavy keys of the switchman. At night, when the train went through the forests and the mountains, my father was there. On the roof of the cars, under the falling water, guiding the metal monster through the dark. He was a man of few words, but his hands spoke of the earth and the wind. He was as honest as the bread we ate, a lantern that did not go out in the storm. Now he rests in the earth he once traveled, and the trains still howl in the distance, calling out his name in the fog.
What a Back Tells Us. A Father's Heart by Jeong-Hui. Even busy people sit on a chair and rest for a moment on Sunday. Father sits alone in the living room, reading a newspaper. Outside is a battlefield. Father is a warrior who fought fiercely all day long there to protect the flag called family and has returned. But Father does not brag about his achievements to anyone. He only takes off his worn-out shoes, rubs his slightly tired feet, and silently turns on the television. Father is sometimes lonely, the children grow up and go their own ways. And before long, in the mirror, a strange old man is standing. Even so, Father smiles. Even while carrying the heaviest burden in the world, making his children not know the weight of that burden, because that is a father's heart.
Memories of childhood and our last waltz together. My Papa's Waltz by Theodore Roethke. The whiskey on your breath could make a small boy dizzy. But I hung on like death. Such waltzing was not easy. We romped until the pans slid from the kitchen shelf. My mother's countenance could not unfrown itself. The hand that held my wrist was battered on one knuckle. At every step you missed, my right ear scraped a buckle. You beat time on my head, with the palm caked hard by dirt, and waltzed me off to bed, still clinging to your shirt.
Blooming after the pain to you. For a Wounded Soul by Jeong-Hee. Even a broken reed under the open sky sways gracefully through an entire season. If its roots run deep, new shoots will sprout, though its stump be cut away. So let us sway enough, O wounded soul. Let us sway enough and walk toward the pain. Even a rootless, drifting duckweed leaf will find a day to rest where the waters gather. Even a crane covered in scars will fold its wings in the lonely field. Passing swiftly through this land of pain and sorrow, let us stand upon a deeply rooted plain. Though you block it with both arms, the wind will still blow, but there is no such thing as eternal tears. There is no such thing as eternal grief. Even in the pitch-black night, under this same sky, another hand is coming to hold yours.
What I finally found at the end of despair. About the Bottom by Ho-Seung. Those who have been to the bottom say that in the end, the bottom cannot be seen. That though the bottom is invisible, it is simply something to step on, to rise again. Those who have never been to the bottom say that they cannot go down because there are no stairs. That the bottom is like a window you must step onto yourself. Rumors about the bottom abound. They say the bottom is like a dead end, a place where you cannot take a single step. They say the bottom is like the edge of a cliff, a place where you have no choice but to fall. But those who have been to the bottom say that the bottom is never a dead end, that it is the start of a new path where you must step and rise. Those who have never sat on the bottom say that the bottom is a cold and dark place. But those who have sat on the bottom and shed tears know what a warm, heated lighted room the bottom is. What a profound place of peace it is. Until the bottom I have stepped on becomes the force that lifts me up, the bottom will never abandon me. Only the one who has stepped on the bottom and risen can walk upon the earth. When you feel lost in life, oh me, oh life, by Walt Whitman. Oh me, oh life. Of the questions of these recurring, of the endless trains of the faithless, of cities filled with the foolish, of myself forever reproaching myself, for who more foolish than I, and who more faithless? Of eyes that vainly crave the light, of the objects mean, of the struggle ever renewed, of the poor results of all, of the plodding and sordid crowds. I see around me, of the empty and useless years of the rest, with the rest me intertwined. The question, oh me, so sad, recurring. What good amid these? Oh me, oh life. Answer that you are here, that life exists and identity, that the powerful play goes on and you may contribute a verse.
Blue Night by Hee-Duck. Even those countless roads I walked like mad, trying not to go to you, were, in truth, heading toward you. Even when walking alone down the pitch-black night path, the star that flew off from my gaze must have sparkled above your head. And the flowers, touched by my sighs and my breath, must have leaned and swayed toward you. From love to shame, and from shame back to love, the bucket I lowered toward you several times a day. But what I hauled up every time was merely tens of thousands of paths. Like one star in the Milky Way searching for another, I am walking those tens of thousands of paths. My life has been a single roundabout way leading to you, after bypassing every shortcut.
Your child's future is a reflection of your today. Children learn what they live, by Dorothy Nolte. If a child lives with criticism, he learns to condemn. If a child lives with hostility, he learns to fight. If a child lives with ridicule, he learns to be shy. If a child lives with shame, he learns to feel guilty. But if a child lives with tolerance, he learns to be patient. If a child lives with encouragement, he learns confidence. If a child lives with praise, he learns to appreciate. If a child lives with fairness, he learns justice. If a child lives with security, he learns to have faith. If a child lives with approval, he learns to like himself. If a child lives with acceptance and friendship, he learns to find love in the world.
Standing in the Fields by Seok-Kyu. What promise led you to stand in this empty field? Autumn is already fading, so who are you waiting for, standing all alone? Until the mountain shadows stretch long and settle upon your shoulders. Why do you not return, staying still in these darkening fields? The wind blows, shaking your collar, while the dry grass rustles and cries. What is it that you still cannot let go of, that you keep watch over this hollow field? Now it is time to go back. Standing in the empty field where everyone has left, do you finally behold your own honest reflection from behind?
The widest road. Gwang-Mo. In the course of life, there are times when the road cannot be seen. Do not resent. Instead, wait. Just because it is covered in snow does not mean the road is gone. And just because it is buried in darkness does not mean the road has vanished. If you silently take up a broom and sweep away the snow, along with the dawn, the road will reveal itself. The widest road of all is always within my heart.
The mornings when no one ever thanked him. Those Winter Sundays by Robert Hayden. Sundays too, my father got up early and put his clothes on in the blue-black cold. Then with cracked hands that ached from labor in the weekday weather, made banked fires blaze. No one ever thanked him. I'd wake and hear the cold, splintering, breaking. When the rooms were warm, he'd call. And slowly I would rise and dress. Fearing the chronic angers of that house, speaking indifferently to him, who had driven out the cold and polished my good shoes as well. What did I know? What did I know? Of love's austere and lonely offices. Empty House by Hyeong-Do. Having lost my love, I write. Farewell, brief nights. Winter mists that wandered outside the window. Farewell, candles that knew nothing. White papers that awaited terror. Tears that took the place of hesitation. Farewell. Desires that are mine no longer. Groping like a blind man, I now lock the door. My poor love is trapped in the empty house. The one who stayed in the coldest place and gave the warmest love. The Heart of a Father by Kim Hyun-Seung. Even busy people do not make room for us. Finding a hole as small as an ant's, we must hunch our backs like ramen and crawl inside. Whether father leaves or returns, even if you wash your eyes and look, his face is just the same ordinary face. But in the liquor father drinks, invisible tears are always half the glass. Father is the loneliest person. It's not that father never cries. It's just that even when he cries where he cannot be seen. Wherever father goes, there is only the sound of poor shoes. But that sound of shoes never wakes us from our sleep. Father is not someone who stands in the highest place, but the one who supports us from the lowest place. Happiness by Nolte. Watching my plump wife combing our daughter's hair. For a moment, I am happy. With her long hair completely entrusted to her mother, mouth half open, eyes half closed, a cute little lady who looks as if she's dreaming. Watching my daughter, I am a moment happier. Following behind my wife as she walks down the alley, holding our daughter's hand on her way to school. It looks just like a nanny escorting a young lady of a house. I tease her, and I become a little happy. As I take our daughter's hand and walk ahead, my wife, following behind, says, "It looks just like a servant escorting a young lady of a house." Being teased back, I become a little more happy.
Flower, Nateju. It's not because it's pretty. It's not because I'm good at it. Not even if you have a lot of it. Only because it's you. You, because it's you. It's something I want to see. It's a lovely thing. It's a pity. After all, it becomes a nail in the heart. There is no reason. If there is only one thing. The fact that you are you, because you're you. It's precious. It's a beautiful thing. It's a lovely thing. It's full of things. Flowers stay like that for a long time.
To the daffodil, Ho-Seung. Do not cry. To be human is to be lonely. Living is the act of enduring loneliness. Do not wait for a phone call that will not come. When it snows, walk through the snow. When it rains, walk through the rain. Even the dunlin in the reed forest is watching you. Sometimes, even God sheds tears out of loneliness. It is because of loneliness that birds sit on branches. And it is because of loneliness that you sit by the water. Even the mountain shadow comes down to the village once a day out of loneliness. Even the sound of the bell tolls because it is lonely. The shine is all inside you. The stars are bound for you, by Park No-Hye. He who has never been lost can never possess a map of his own. And he who has never fallen can never learn how to stand. Moving forward, then drawing back, rising up, then settling down. Each of us sketches our own map of life and builds the muscles of our soul. If you are in darkness right now, it is a time for your light to deepen. If you are lonely all by yourself right now, it is a time for your soul to grow clear. Do not lose heart. Do not give up. Even if you do not lift your head to look, the stars are already flowing toward you. Reach out your hand. Open up your heart. Even through the pathless darkness, the stars are making their way to you.
Song of Spring, Hae-In. If we love each other, it is always spring. Spring even in winter. Spring even in summer. Spring even in autumn. Spring is everywhere. Spring is there. The more my body and heart are in deep pain, the more I miss the spring, the more I love the spring. So I called you my spring. And you came to me to become my spring. If we love each other, in life or in death, it is always spring.
Green solace for you, beneath the May sunlight. When May Returns, by Shin Seok-Jong. When May returns, with its lush greenery, let us lie on the mountain ridge, soft as a mother's embrace, and look up at the sky like a child. Clouds drift by like the white sails of my heart, and the sound of a bell from afar stirs ripples. in the quiet lake of my soul. May's sunlight falls like golden powder, and the wind carries the scent of nameless flowers to stroke my weary forehead. Loneliness vanishes like dew, and my heart grows fresh as a green leaf. When May returns, with hearts full of teeming chlorophyll, let us live as a green tree, looking up at the sky.
To You in March by Part Woo Bok. Which flower will bloom first? Do not wait to find out. Whenever the petals sway, your body and heart will tremble. How could you possibly bear it? Do not wait for the spring rain that soaks the deep corners of your heart. Sitting by the window with loneliness, the yearning that spreads through your chest, how could you possibly bear it? When March arrives, even if you stay perfectly still, your heart begins to race.
When every flower bloomed, so did my love. In the Marvelous Month of May, by Heinrich Heine. In the marvelous month of May, when all the buds were breaking, then it was that in my heart, love also was awaking. In the marvelous month of May, when all the birds were singing, then it was I confessed to her my longing and my yearning.
Spring's Morning Stretch, Gemini 3.0. Ultra. The earth, huddled all winter long, cannot resist the sun's gentle tickle and shakes off its cozy dust. Shy forsythias beneath the wall burst into fits of yellow laughter, and the flower scent riding the breeze wakes up eyelids heavy with sleep. Light green flutters of excitement hang one by one on dry branches. The world is just now stretching out and beginning to sing.
When a longing heart becomes the wind. Hanging a Wind Chime by Jeong-Hee. After visiting the reclining Buddha of Unjasa Temple, on my way back upon the eaves of your heart, I hung a wind chime and returned. When the wind blows from afar and the sound of the wind chime is heard, know that my longing heart is a bright, clear day. When it rains, as it rains, when it snows, as it snows, with that longing heart, just as it is. She was as unshakable as a mountain. Sonnet to My Mother by George Barker. most near, most dear, most loved and most far. Under the window, where I often found her, sitting as huge as Asia, seismic with laughter. Gin and chicken helpless in her hand. A spirit familiar as the rain, and moving as a mountain through my morning. Her face was like a rock on a windy headland, and the spirit of the early air was there. And when the bombs fell like a heavy dew, she was a tower of strength in her silence. Translating the morning into morning, making the grief of a world her own. Until the laughter of the earthquake shook the foundation of the heart of stone.
From Afar by Nolte. I pray from afar for you, who are smiling like an invisible flower, somewhere I do not know. Just as the blooming flowers do not bloom for no reason, and the passing wind does not pass by for no reason. For you, who are smiling like an invisible flower, somewhere I do not know. I pray from afar.
Lovely Memories by Yoon-Dong-ju. On a morning when spring was arriving, at a small station somewhere in Seoul, like hope and like love, I waited for the train. On the platform, I cast a meager shadow and smoked a cigarette. My shadow blew away the shadows of the smoke, and a flock of pigeons, without a hint of shame, fluttered their wings, flicker, flicker, in the sunlight and took flight. The train, bringing no new news at all, carried me far away. Now that spring has all faded, in a quiet boarding house on the outskirts of Tokyo, I long for the self I left behind on those old streets, like hope and like love. Today, too, the train passes by several times, meaninglessly. And today, too, waiting for someone, I will linger on the hill near the station.
Words I couldn't say. I miss you. Regards by Na-Tae-Ju. Yesterday, I wrote the words, I miss you. Today, I felt the heart, I miss you. Tomorrow, I was going to say, I miss you. But I just ended up smiling instead.
It is all you. by Kim Yong-taek. When the forsythia blooms, just as it blooms. When the apricot flower blooms, just as it blooms. When it rains, just as it falls. I miss you. I want to see you. I want to hold your hand. It is all you.
Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though he will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep. And miles to go before I sleep.
Flowers That Bloom When Shaken by Do Chong-hwan. Where is the flower that blooms without shaking? Any of the beautiful flowers of this world, they all shook as they bloomed. As they shook, they straightened their stems. Where is the love that goes without shaking? Where is the flower that blooms without getting wet? Any of the radiant flowers of this world, they all got wet as they bloomed. Soaked by wind and rain, they bloomed their petals warmly. Where is the life that goes without getting wet?
A Letter by Namjo Kim. As much as you, a lovely person, I've never seen it. As much as you, it made me feel lonely. There were no person. When I think about this, I'm sure I'm going to cry. As much as you, there was no one who made me honest. You who shine inside of me, the most brilliant mirror. When I pass through your depth, there is me with a tearful eye. It's my beginning. I write to you every day. If I write a line, you who come and read a line. So this letter, I never send it.
I miss that table, the warmest meal in the world. Mother's table, Jeong-Hee. Until the day before she passed, my mother set the table for me. When I returned home from work, she was already in the kitchen, making clattering sounds. She would place a bowl of soybean paste stew on the table and sit beside me while I ate. When I took a spoonful, Mother took a spoonful. When I put a piece of kimchi in my mouth, Mother did the same. She told me she had already eaten dinner, but by the time I finished my meal, her bowl was empty too. It wasn't that I was eating my meal. It was Mother who was eating my meal for me. Only after she passed did I realize. I wasn't just eating meal. I was eating my mother's love. She had laid out her love upon the table and sat by my side until I had consumed it all. Even after Mother is gone, I find myself drawn to the table. The empty table is overflowing with the love she once set. I take a large spoonful of my mother's love. Tears fall into the rice bowl, one by one, like grains of rice.
The Crooked Path by Lee Jun-Kwon. I like the crooked path. Walking along the crooked path, I can meet dandelions, like rice bowls for butterflies, and encounter people planting potatoes. When day fades, I can hear a mother's voice calling from beyond the fence to come and eat. Just as many fish gather and live in a winding stream, the crooked path is where wildflowers bloom in abundance and many stars rise. The crooked path embraces the mountains, embraces the villages, and goes on its winding way. I also like people who have lived like that crooked path, more than those who have lived easily on a straight road. I like the winding lives of those who have lived ruggedly, like earth-covered potatoes. I like people who are like a crooked path, carrying their families and neighbors within their deep, curved wrinkles.
Unspoken Sorrow. The Wind Blows by Hyun-Dong-ju. Where does the wind blow from, and where is it blown to? The wind is blowing, yet there is no reason for my anguish. Is there no reason for my anguish? I have never loved a single woman, nor have I grieved for the times. While the wind keeps blowing, my feet stand upon a rock. While the river keeps flowing, my feet stand upon a hill.
The only sanctuary when the world turns away. Mother, a cradle hold me to, by Maya Angelou. No sun outshines the sun of your presence. No star outglows the star of your gladness. You are the one who guides me through the darkness. You are the one who makes me feel safe. You are the one who makes me feel loved. You are the one who makes me feel that I am someone. I am so grateful for all that you have done for me. I am so grateful for all that you have given me. I am so grateful for the woman you are. I love you, Mother.
The Most Exquisite April Landscape, sung by a British poet. Home Thoughts from Abroad by Robert Browning. Oh, to be in England, now that April's there. And whoever wakes in England sees, some morning unaware, that the lowest boughs and the brushwood sheaf round the elm tree bole are in tiny leaf, while the chaffinch sings on the orchard bough in England now. And after April, when May follows and the whitethroat builds, and all the swallows, hark, where my blossomed pear tree in the hedge leans to the field and scatters on the clover blossoms and dewdrops at the bent spray's edge. That's the wise thrush. He sings each song twice over, lest you should think he never could recapture the first fine careless rapture. And though the fields look rough with hoary dew, all will be gay when noontide wakes anew. The buttercups, the little children's dower, far brighter than this gaudy melon flower.
Ecstatic Confession by Hae-In. The words "I love you" are like a sigh of a white, wild rose, blooming amidst a thicket of thorns. The words, "I love you," are a tree branch suddenly swaying in a single breath of wind. The words, "I love you," are rainbows rising between countless falling raindrops. The words, "I love you," are the evening river finally lying down in peace after a long, weary journey. Inside the Flower by Yoon-Bo-Young. Even though I am trapped inside a flower, the reason I am happy is that the flower that imprisoned me is you. Usually, being trapped should feel stifling, but the reason I want to stay for a long time is that I chose to be trapped inside this flower myself. With scent as my wings, the reason I can indulge in such pleasant imaginations is that I am entering deep into your thoughts. My heart flutters. My heart begins to pound on this road that never ends, no matter how far I go. Every time I make my way to you, I am happy. I am a happy flower trapped within your heart. Until the Peonies Bloom by Kim Yong-Nung. Until the peonies bloom, I shall still be waiting for my spring. On the day the peonies fall with a thud, I shall finally be steeped in the sorrow of losing my spring. One day in May, a day of sweltering heat, when even the fallen petals have withered away, and not a trace of peonies is left in the world, my soaring pride will crumble in bitter disappointment. Once the peonies are gone, that is it. My whole year is over. For 360 days, I weep in constant longing. Until the peonies bloom, I shall still be waiting for that spring of radiant sorrow. A season where everything is love and gratitude. Poem of May by Hae-In. Grass is as grass. Wind is as wind, erecting a sharp edge of green, the waves of May undulating over mountains and fields. Everything is love. Everything is gratitude. The sunlight becomes even more dazzling, veiling my eyes. Within the fresh fragrance of the forest, before I know it, I become a butterfly and fly away. Ah, this dazzling blessing of being alive. To whom should I speak of it first? Looking at this brilliant wave of green that comes rushing in as I open the window. Today again, I cause a single word of love to bloom like a flower.
Spring Path by Jeong-Seung. Even where the road ends, there is a road. Even where the road ends, there is a person who becomes a road. There is a person who, becoming a spring path themselves, walks on and on without end. The river stops flowing. The birds fly away and do not return. And even if all the flower petals between heaven and earth are scattered and gone, behold, even where love has ended, there is a person who remains as love. There is a person who, becoming love themselves, walks the spring path forever.